All right, so are you ready to dive into the life of a legend?
I am definitely ready.
Today, we're talking about Earvin Magic Johnson.
Oh, magic.
And we've got some fascinating excerpts here that paint a picture of, well, a life that goes way beyond basketball.
Yeah, I think that's what's really captivating about Magic.
Yeah.
His story is so much bigger than just basketball. It's about leadership, and it's about resilience.
Mhm.
It's about using your platform to really do some good.
Absolutely. And we're going to unpack all of that. But first, let's rewind all the way back
Okay.
to Lansing, Michigan, where
Right.
Magic grew up.
It's early days.
The sources here paint this really incredible picture of, him as a kid, dribbling before sunrise, just honing his skills on these, rough neighborhood courts.
You can almost hear the echo of the basketball, right? On the pavement.
Yeah, just picturing him out there. Just amazing.
It's fascinating to me how those early environments can shape an athlete's mindset. Right.
Yeah.
But in Magic's case, we're not just talking about raw talent.
Right.
You can see the dedication and the work ethic.
Oh, yeah.
Right from the start.
From day one.
Yeah.
And that dedication translated into some serious success.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how about starting in the All-Star game as a rookie?
Come on, man.
That's practically unheard of.
It's insane.
Right.
It's unheard of.
Yeah. It really is remarkable, especially when you think about all those expectations
Right.
on a #1 draft pick.
Of course.
Right. But what's truly interesting, at least to me, is how he didn't just meet those expectations. He totally surpassed them. Led the Lakers to a championship in his rookie season.
Wow.
And he became the Finals MVP.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't just win, though. He won with style.
He did, yeah.
Everyone talks about how he redefined the point guard position. But what exactly did he do that was so different?
Well, I mean, he challenged that traditional notion of a pass-first point guard.
Okay. Right.
He was a scoring threat. He was a rebounder. He was a facilitator.
He was the whole package.
He was a complete player.
Yeah.
And, his height at 6'9" allowed him to just see over the defense. And his passing, forget about it.
Yeah.
Next level. He wasn't just passing to open teammates. He was anticipating plays, before they even developed.
So it was more than just athleticism then. It was like he had this almost precognitive, court vision that set him apart.
Precisely. And then there were the triple doubles.
I mean, come on.
He made them look routine.
What do you think? Do you think he was strategically aiming for them?
That's a great question. I'm leaning towards no, he wasn't.
Yeah.
I think it was just like a byproduct of his all-around game. He was just playing his game.
Yeah.
And the stats, just followed.
The stats naturally followed.
But what really stands out to me about Magic?
What's that?
It's not just the championships.
It's not just the individual accolades. It's how he elevated the entire game of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He brought this joy and this excitement.
He did.
That was just infectious.
I mean, that's such an important point. He brought this showmanship, this flair that just went beyond the sport itself.
Right.
It became about entertainment.
Yes.
It became about creating moments that would stick with people.
For sure.
And he did that over and over again.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then 1991. His world changes.
Yeah.
The HIV announcement. Can you imagine the weight of that moment?
I mean, yeah. The global spotlight.
Oh, my God.
A pivotal moment.
Yeah.
Not just for Magic, but for how the public viewed HIV/AIDS.
Absolutely.
Here you have this larger-than-life figure at the peak of his career.
Right.
Facing a diagnosis that carried just immense fear and stigma at the time.
It's hard to overstate the courage it took to step forward like that, especially in those times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But what's even more remarkable, I think, is how he turned that moment into a force for good.
Yeah.
He didn't just become a symbol of hope for those living with HIV. He actively challenged all of the misconceptions surrounding the virus.
Yeah.
He became an educator, an advocate, a voice for the people that were too often silenced.
And think about how much the understanding of HIV/AIDS has changed since then.
Oh, absolutely.
He played a crucial role in shifting that conversation, in moving us from this place of fear and judgment to understanding and compassion.
He did. It wasn't just about awareness, though.
Right.
He was a pioneer in advocating for research and treatment and prevention.
Right.
And remember, this was a time when effective treatments were still being developed.
Oh, absolutely.
It was a different world.
And that Activism combined with his, business acumen led him to create Magic Johnson Enterprises.
Yeah.
It's amazing how he took the same drive and vision that made him a basketball superstar and channeled it into something totally different.
Yeah. What's interesting about his journey as an entrepreneur is the focus on urban communities. He didn't just want to build businesses.
Right.
He wanted to revitalize neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Create opportunities where they were really lacking.
Yeah.
He saw a need.
He did.
And he took steps to address it.
It's almost like he was building a different kind of team this time.
Yeah, I like it.
Right. The goal wasn't championships.
Right.
It was economic empowerment and community development.
Exactly. And that's just a testament to his leadership.
Yeah.
He could easily focused on building wealth.
For sure.
But he chose to invest in people.
Yeah.
Creating a legacy that extends way beyond his own personal success.
The sources mention the impact of Magic Johnson theaters.
Yeah.
Particularly in underserved areas. And, it wasn't just about providing entertainment.
Right.
It was about creating spaces for the community to gather.
Right.
To foster a sense of belonging.
He understood that entertainment could be a really powerful tool.
Yeah.
For social change.
Yeah.
By bringing these quality movie theaters to neighborhoods that often didn't have them.
Right.
He was challenging the status quo.
Yes.
And investing in the cultural enrichment of those communities.
And it wasn't just theaters, right?
No.
He ventured into all sorts of businesses.
He did.
From Starbucks franchises to movie studios.
Yeah.
He seemed to have this knack for identifying opportunities.
He did.
And building successful ventures.
He had a vision for growth, for himself and for those communities that he served.
Yeah.
He recognized how important economic empowerment is.
Right.
And he saw entrepreneurship as a pathway to getting there.
And what's really striking is that through all of this, he never lost sight of his advocacy work.
Yeah.
The Magic Johnson Foundation continues to be a driving force.
It does.
In HIV/AIDS awareness and prevention.
Yeah.
Particularly among communities of color.
That's what's so compelling.
Yeah.
It's a constant reminder that success isn't just about your achievements. It's about using your platform to lift other people up.
Yeah.
To make a real difference.
He's had such an impact on so many different levels.
He has.
From changing the game of basketball
Yeah.
to being a global advocate for HIV/AIDS awareness to empowering communities through entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I mean, his influence is undeniable.
It's almost overwhelming, isn't it?
It is.
Trying to capture everything in one conversation.
It's possible.
But maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
His story isn't just one story. It's like all these interconnected narratives.
Right.
Each one reflecting a different part of who he is and the impact he's made.
Like he's always evolving, always pushing himself to do more, to be more.
Yeah.
But there's this underlying consistency to his values.
There is.
This belief in community and the importance of giving back.
And that's where the real magic is, wouldn't you say? It's not just the talent or the awards.
Right. It's about the heart, the compassion, the commitment to making a difference.
It's inspiring to see how he's kind of woven together all these different aspects of his life.
It is.
Yeah. The athlete, the advocate, the entrepreneur, the philanthropist.
It's like each experience just adds another layer to his understanding of the world and how to make a difference.
Yeah, and he hasn't shied away from challenges.
No, he hasn't.
He's embraced them.
He has.
As opportunities to grow.
Absolutely.
And he's never lost that infectious enthusiasm, that ability to connect with people on such a personal level.
Yeah, there's a quote from one of the sources we have that really stuck with me. It says, "Magic has this gift of making everyone feel like they're the most important person in the room."
Wow, yeah.
That's a powerful observation.
It is.
It really speaks to just his warmth.
Yeah.
And his ability to make people feel seen and valued.
That kind of authenticity is so impactful.
It is.
Especially in a world that often feels, impersonal, transactional.
Well, it's a reminder that leadership isn't just about authority or expertise.
Yeah.
It's about human connection.
It is,
creating a space where people feel empowered to contribute.
And speaking of empowerment, there's another quote from Magic that I think sums it all up.
Okay.
He said, "My biggest challenge is being here alive 30 years after announcing I had HIV."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a powerful statement.
It really is. It's not about the past or, lamenting what's happened.
Yeah.
It's about celebrating resilience.
Yes.
And hope.
It's about embracing life.
It is.
Even when faced with adversity and using those experiences to inspire others.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think the key takeaway here is that magic isn't just about extraordinary talent or achievement.
It's about using your strengths, your passions, your experiences to make a positive impact.
It's about, like we've been talking about, it's about embracing challenges as opportunities.
It is.
To grow, fostering connections with others, and never losing sight of hope.
Magic Johnson's story reminds us that we can all create our own kind of magic.
Yeah.
We can all leave our mark on the world.
Absolutely.
In ways that matter.
What stands out to you as his, most inspiring legacy?
For me, it's that he turned adversity into a force for change.
Yeah.
He could have easily let his HIV diagnosis define him.
Right.
But instead, he became an even stronger advocate, more compassionate leader.
Right.
A true role model.
Beautifully put.
And it's a powerful message for all of us.
Yeah.
We all face challenges, setbacks, moments of doubt.
Right.
But it's how we respond that really matters.
Magic story is a testament to the power of resilience.
It is.
The importance of community and the impact of a life lived with purpose and passion.
I think that's a great place to leave it.
That is a great place to leave it.
Yeah.
And that's our deep dive on Earvin Magic Johnson.
Magic.
We'll catch you in the next one.